So Free is about swimming and abs. And I would say the first half was more about the abs, and then the rest of it was more about the swimming. The story basically focuses on this group of friends, and they used to swim together when they were kids. But then one of them, the most competitive one in the group, kind of like went off to Australia to train. And then now, I think they're in high school, and he's come back, and they're all kind of competing again. So they have a new addition to their group, and it's this guy who like has no idea how to swim. They just kind of compete. Their high schools are like rivals or something in the competition, and that's about it.
All right.
I don't think you described the muscles enough.
Oh,
to
okay.
give it
Also,
justice.
the way that they like rip their clothes off in like 2 seconds somehow, just before they like dive into the pool, and like every single muscle is like detailed. I'm not even sure it was anatomically correct because I feel like there may have been more abs than one actually has, but yeah.
So this is by Kyoto Animation, and so the last one we watched by Kyoto was Hibiki Euphoria. So if you guys can find some similarities,
Yeah.
it's basically the same studio that produced it. So originally this is the history behind it. It was Kyoto was.
Just shaking his head. Jimmy's just shaking his head.
Because he didn't like that one, or because he didn't like Hibiki, or
Not a fan.
he wasn't a fan of it? No. So in 2011, the author entered an animation contest to like who can provide the best light novel. So it won. So then that means the studio was willing to like produce it and publish the novel, and then also write an animation. So then in 2013, the light novel and the animation came out like at the same time because they had a lot of faith in it. The original novel was written for little grade school kids. Like it was only towards grade school kids, but since they now were going to establish that it was going to be an animation, the studio decided to make them teenagers for the animation, because then if it's going to be swimming, they had to have guys, and the main 3 focuses he wanted to do water, friendship, and body, and then torsos. That was like they just wanted to like make sure torsos or the body torsos. Yeah, the body, like he was more towards the back and all this stuff, and like the shoulder muscles, but he wanted to make sure all of it was very defined well. Like that was the whole goal. Like that's all he focused on.
Specifically shoulder muscles.
Yeah, the shoulder muscles. Those were the 3 criteria that you like only focus on for the animation. So what did you guys think about the anime?
I thought they executed with how they planned. Lots of torsos,
Yep.
lots of water. Teenage boys.
I don't know. I thought that it was like a really fun anime. I liked it. It was kind of nice to see. It's kind of fun to see all the like little boy band cliches. Like there's like the cute one, and then the emo one. If Rin was still part of their group, then he would be like the bad boy. I don't know what Makoto would be.
Makoto?
Yeah, like nice guy,
Yeah, it reminds me of like the JC in NSYNC.
talented guy.
Yeah, the nice hot guy.
Oh, the hot nerd. That was
Ray. That was Ray.
And then the baby.
the baby. Yeah. What did you think?
I thought the scene where Ray went out to swim and he saw a bunch of the stars before he started drowning, that was really cool, and I thought that was really well done. Just because it really showed like the texture of the water, and I felt like their emotions were really well expressed during that time, and then how it would go back and talk about some of their backstory, like why Makoto is scared of the water even though he's a swimmer. So I thought that was nice, and then how they found that like abandoned rest area out of nowhere in the middle of that island, and they just like were seeking refuge in it and were able to bond. So I thought that was really sweet, that it was really focused on their friendship and how that has grown and evolved. I liked it. I like that anime.
Oh, another good scene was when, when they were doing the medley, and then like the minute each one of them entered the water, they kind of saw their own like
Yeah.
like either themselves or I don't know, I can't remember each one.
Yeah, what kind of drove them to swim? One of them was
Yeah.
chasing dolphins, and one of them was...
That
Yeah.
was so cute.
I like that one.
The dolphin one was the young one.
Yeah, like each of them went in, and then like
The
they
one who was
saw
into the
everything.
penguins.
The Naginator. Yeah, he was like, it's a penguin.
That's his favorite. That's his
No one
spirit
could guess
animal.
it was a penguin. It was so cute. here.
I thought it was both really cool, quite fun and watchable, but also utterly stupid, like utterly moronic.
I thought the story, you didn't need a whole season to have. I know, but I mean,
and like another movie.
with how it began and how it ended, you didn't need Haru and Rin to have to go through all that and just keep going each episode, just a little bit more of that.
But explain to
They
me what
could have
happened.
used, yeah.
What happened? Like he's gone away. He gave up swimming, and then he raced his friend, and he lost, and that turned him into an utter dickhead. And like I'm like, wait, what? Like why? Like all of a sudden, and then the reason this is because it reignited the flame in you. So why did that make you a dickhead?
He was
I think
just
he was
too
just
hard on
really,
himself.
really
Like
mad
it made no sense at all.
I thought it was because he was really mad because then he like left. He went to Australia to like train competitively, and yet here's this guy who just kind of like he just loves being in the water, I guess, and he doesn't really even care that much about winning, and yet he beats him every time.
But then it said it
They weren't
reignited
even-
his spark.
They weren't even really rivals until after Rin goes away and comes back during like middle school after like a year or two away, and then that's when they had the race, and then he lost and he thought he's not training hard enough.
I think Rin always was kind of more competitive with Haru. I don't think Haru was competitive with Rin.
Because Haru just wanted to swim free.
Haru was just always like, I want to be in the water.
I've
But
told
they
you
never,
before.
even in the flashback of showing them in middle school together, it was just Rin trying to get a team together. And then after that, he's like, I've done this. I've had fun with friends, now I'm going to go be competitive. And when he comes back, it's like losing that friendship makes it so all he is competitive.
Rudy's a bitch.
That's true.
know.
That's true.
I was with the nerdy guy all the way through it. Where
Right,
they're explaining the story, and he's like going, "What?
What's
That
the problem?
doesn't
Yeah.
make
Makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
That's nonsense." I'm like, "Thank you."
I really
You've
liked
said it.
Yeah,
That's what
I
we're all
really-
thinking.
I really liked Ray because I thought that he saw it from the perspective of you as the viewer, right? Just trying to make sense of this whole relationship and how it went downhill and what's going on now. Because Rin wasn't. I think he was having identity issues as well, right? So that's what they were really also focused on, like Rin trying to find his own identity, like without these guys and like as a swimmer. But I really like the way that Ray was just like, this makes no sense, like, you know, like, what the fuck, and just like really pushing him against the wall and trying to
I'm
explain
okay
it to
right
him.
now.
So I thought that was, I really liked Ray because of that, because he was that, like, practically the viewer.
The viewer.
He was just trying to
Do
understand
you
the
guys
situation.
think that they did a good job trying to like introduce swimming if you were a person who wasn't into it? At least because they kind of basically explained the medley race. Did you feel like after watching this you want to swim or like try swimming?
Well, now I'm just going to look at everyone and say, are they swimming beautifufully or not?
Yeah, yeah. And I never thought
Yeah,
that.
technically
Good
matters.
form, but not beautiful.
That's very true.
That made me want to swim. I like watching the medley in the Olympics. It's probably like my favorite event.
Yeah.
I really liked it when they were in the ocean. I think that was one of my favorite like swimming because that was like a little bit more adventurous and stuff.
Are you guys strong swimmers?
I can tread.
I have neither form nor beauty.
Yeah.
The one character I felt the most sorry for, I can't remember his name. It's the guy who's always around Rin, who's always talking with him.
Oh, the silver hair one.
Yeah, he's just a soundboard. That's it.
was.
He's just trying to like say, Rin, what's wrong? Rin, what's wrong? And that's it.
Well, he didn't have his other friends, so they needed someone to like ask him the questions so you can hear what Ren wants to say. But
Yeah, I did feel really bad. He was just there as like a moral support kind of crutch character, but didn't really have a backstory himself. And
Yeah.
it was the punching bag.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was. I was like, he keeps licking like Rin's butt, you know, and like Rin just doesn't give him the time of day. It was really sad.
I thought he should have had a moment where he gets upset with Rin, and Rin has to make things right. Because Rin the whole time was just trying to make things right with his friends without knowing how. And this whole time, this guy's helping him along,
Yeah.
and just gets nothing. He doesn't get any of the emotional attachment he desires that he's not getting from the rest of the team anyway.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor
God.
guy.
I guess let's talk about the ending right now. How did you guys feel about the ending? Because I just wanted to add on to that. So did you guys feel like the character development for Rei got really pushed back? Because then the whole point was that they were going to accept a new friend into the group. And in the end, they really kept Rin in the medley. So in a sense, it's just really implying that whenever you're an outsider, you're staying an outsider.
I was torn on that.
That was like
Because first of all, I'm thinking, well, that guy just got shafted.
He just got shafted.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought
completely.
too.
But then I realised that actually, no, he is part of it. He's, by doing that, he was maybe even becoming a closer part of the team because it's what needed to happen. He was like, I'm doing what I need to do for the team.
Especially coming from the track where it was very solitary, right? It was just it was the high jump, which you don't need a teammate to do any of that.
Yeah, I felt like him doing that, making that sacrifice at the end, was actually showing that he was accepted in the group.
So you're okay with the ending? With them
After
doing
much
that?
much personal deliverance and looking inside myself, pondering, that's the conclusion I've come to, yeah.
Okay.
I think though it wasn't, with all the bonding that had happened before that, it wasn't as profound as it could have been. Like, to say he accepts it.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely shows how much he's come forward, but it's not like that was the first time where you really get that sense. You kind of already knew he was really for the team, which is why he was tailing Rin for the rest of the team to make sure that there wasn't that confrontation. He was already very much with the team.
Yeah, it was nice because he was so resistant in coming to that swim team, right? Because he wasn't doing track and all of that, but they were somehow able to convince him. In the end, I think he was the one who really helped the group come to terms of like what has happened in that friendship and how it's changed. But I thought it was just like, it was too emotional for me the way it ended, where it was just like Rin brought Rei out to tell him like what exactly happened. It was just like, that's what I want you to know, and just like walk away. It was just like, oh my god, this is just way too mushy for me. I kind of wish they addressed it like at the pool instead of just like behind the scenes with all these emotions playing and then finally doing it at the pool and then getting disqualified for it. That was kind of frustrating for me. I'm like, you guys worked so hard. You guys could have gotten first place. And you got disqualified. So I didn't know how to feel about that.
But that was kind of cool that they got disqualified.
Well, would you still think they'd get first place if they used Rei though versus Rin?
At least like second.
But would they have swum as well if they weren't all together?
They need first place though, sponsor or like money from the school.
I thought they just had to make it.
But that
They were
wasn't even
already-
finals. That was like some
That was just
like silly regional thing.
Regional, it was regional.
Like, it's good. It's good that they got disqualified because otherwise there'd have been another 12 episodes in the season.
Did you guys like the music, the soundtrack for it?
Yep.
Very
Yep,
catchy.
Very much so.
Very catchy.
Very catchy.
So I think the Haru guy maybe was the singer for the opening song, and then each guy in the Japanese version did sing that one skit at the very end or something.
Oh, really?
We actually, yeah. So each guy.
I
like, their
wikied
part-
it too, and it said
So
that.
each guy was a singer for their own song.
The opening song was really good. I
That's
really liked
funny.
that. The second one was like catchy
It
and
was
poppy,
more
but
like a poppy. Yeah.
the opening it seemed really out of place with the anime,
Yeah.
but it was like really good song.
So like if you think about like early 2000s or like 90s music videos, like they don't do music videos like that anymore. Like Britney Spears and what was she on, like Mars or something like that? When
Yeah.
Britney did it again. And then in Sync they were like Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
They just don't do that stuff anymore.
It was really fun. I caught Simon like humming to it as he was like cooking dinner.
Didn't
and I
happen.
was like, "Are
Didn't
you
happen.
humming the free song?" He was
Not,
like,
not a
yes.
thing.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I had the game, and we'll start with the girls' though. FMK. Fuck my, yeah, fuck Mary
Oh,
Kill.
wow. Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was the.
That's hilarious. Are we talking about this about anime characters?
Yeah.
Or is it just
I mean, that's
in the
the-
show?
Yeah.
The 5 guys only. Because I mean, that's the only real question you can ask about this.
Do you need
There's
time?
like the 5 main guys. Who would you guys? Yeah, as FMK. Who
Don't
would-
forget silver-haired.
I
He's
have
not a
mine.
character.
He's
He's
not
not a
a
character.
character.
No one
He's not even
counts.
in it.
There's only 5 characters really in the show, and the guys can answer too.
Alright. Do you have yours?
Simon.
I can go with that.
You're right. I'll pass
Okay.
on that.
So I think in terms of kill, I would kill Rin. And that's because he had pointy teeth too. It was so weird. He was like the only character with like sharp fangs and red eyes.
Because that's from his
And prone
dad.
to violent outbursts.
Yeah, that was weird. So I would definitely kill him. I think I would do like Ray and marry Makoto.
I had it switched,
You had to switch? I like Makoto. I think he's just the nice guy.
but I would kill the other three. Is that allowed? I was just switched with Christina.
What did she say?
She said that she would marry Makoto.
Oh, Mary Makoto. Which one's Ray? Oh, Ray's the nerd? The class?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
one.
Oh, wow. No idea
I
who
would
this was.
kill.
I have to
I
rewatch
would
it.
kill
Hold on,
Rin as
hold on.
well.
Yeah.
I would fuck the teacher.
Yeah.
I would marry the swim coach. No.
Wait, well,
I'm kidding.
I would fuck the teacher and marry the
It
swim
would
coach.
bring back good pizza.
Pizza.
That's
Yeah.
true. Pizza.
Only do it for the pizza.
Only do it for the pizza. So we have errands.
wait, what was it?
All right. So who would you turn your back to?
I'm out.
Who would you
I'm out.
hug gently?
I'll get it out of him, you guys. I'll text you.
Are you gonna answer it, Jimmy?
Probably F the captain dude, the associate or whatever.
Who?
Oh, the captain of the
Oh.
Yeah, the captain. The guy was
Yeah, he was good looking.
And
Yeah,
he
he
got
was.
he was well composed
We
too.
only picked him with
It
that.
was supposed to be out of the
That's
five.
true. It was supposed to be
Supposed to be out of
F5.
the
Oh yeah, sorry,
five.
sorry.
He was a supporting character.
Sorry. Okay, so of the 5, I would do none of them.
What?
You would
Who
what?
would you kill? How about
I
that?
said I would do none of the 5 main characters.
But the captain. Okay. Of the other. Who would you kill?
I want to kill the silver-haired dude on the other team.
The soundboard.
Put him out of his misery.
You got shit on so much.
I know. Felt kind of bad for him.
I mean, okay, well, like, Rin is also bad, so I guess we can go with him too.
True.
Like, he's probably universally hated. Like, they all kind of suck in some ways. Like, they all have some personality disorders. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think Makoto sucked in any way.
The
of all
Neganator.
them,
The
he's probably the most-
Neganator was pretty
no,
nice
I
through and
think,
through.
I think Makoto is the most bi of all of them.
The most
The
what?
most
What?
bi.
Like, he would be the one to do it. Like, he would be, he's the guy who's always like, Haru, come, he goes to his house when he's in the bath, right? Like, hey, Haru, right? I'm like, and he do a girly voice. I'm like,
And the way when he would see the other teammates interacting in a
Yeah.
good way, just like his.
yeah, like, he seems like the guy who is actually doing, like, he would actually do what the other guy, like, all the
Okay,
time.
I totally thought that Makoto kind of had a thing for Haru.
Yeah,
That's what I
did.
thought too.
I thought that's where we were going.
I thought
I thought that's what this discussion was about.
that's hilarious.
So anyway, yeah, I guess Makoto would be the guy you would have to marry because he's the only one willing to go to this. I don't know. I just think shit.
I would agree. I would marry Makoto. Because he's already so responsible, right? So,
Like of the guys, he's like the
He
most
had
white.
the most
of the
character.
guys.
he had 2 siblings and he took care of them. Yeah, he would take care of the house.
He's good with kids.
But I was body in this with most of those guys. I was like, damn, I need to work out.
That's hella funny. I did go because she was like that. She was like, "Oh my god, muscles,"
Yeah.
and she would just totally drool and zone out and watch that. Because I feel like so often the male characters do that, but they don't really show the female characters
Yeah.
like that. So it was nice for her to be the one who was looking at eye candy. Okay, were you gonna ask us about food? What food do we think
I don't know.
mackerel and
No,
hot pot?
mackerel, yeah. Mackerel.
Yeah, so it's either
Hot
mackerel
pot.
or it's hot pot.
No, it
Wait,
has to be
what?
mackerel. Because then
What was the choices?
what was the food of the show, and it has to be mackerel something, because Haru would always make mackerel.
But hot pot is what they had when their coach was like, "You need to eat all the nutrients you can."
So
he made
mackerel
them
and
do
hot pot. Yeah.
But I think mackerel is probably better.
Alright, so if you guys can score it.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I thought it was fun.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah. Just I like the story. I thought it was really cute, and I think the drawings were nice.
For me, it's really difficult to score this because, on one half, I enjoyed it, right? It took us ages to watch it, but that's because we were that busy.
Yeah.
It wasn't because we didn't want to watch it. Whenever we sat down to watch it, we kind of had to go, right, no, turn off, go to bed. But it was so stupid. Oh my god, it was stupid. The story made no sense. The animation was alright, it wasn't mind-blowing. Like, it was fun. I'm going to give it a 7. But that's hard because it was stupid.
I don't think it was supposed to be a thinker.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it was supposed to be
that's true.
You know, Yuri on Ice had all this story tying together, and you got the race bit. Whereas this, you just kind of got the race competition bit, and then some real weak story tying it all together.
Did you watch Yuri on Ice?
No.
No.
That's a really good one. You guys should watch
You
that.
have to watch it.
It's a really, really good one. Really
It'll
good.
change your life.
Okay.
Like, we love that one. That
I
one's
feel
so
like we've
good.
never had anything that like got to the peak of your.
Yuri on
We
Ice.
never will.
No.
Never will.
We never
Like,
will.
the songs were good. Show was good. The animation was good. The story was good. The characters were
The
wonderful.
bromance was not even really bromance. Just
not
bro.
bro-
It's not even. It's just
Straight up romance.
Yeah, they like.
So anyway, 7.
I'm also a 7. I almost gave it lower, but I did really like that that dream sequence with the swimming, and the animation was great. There wasn't any time I thought it was sloppy or anything, but it was stupid. It was stupid. Gabe knows. We would talk. I would just say this is stupid.
You got a good song out of
I was
it.
entertained.
It was
I
also
was entertained.
Did you sing the song?
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
It was predictable.